everyone, and welcome to another episode of Draw With Me, where we put 10 minutes on the clock and try and draw as much as we possibly can. Now, the challenge is a personal challenge, so whether you're drawing heads, torsos, full bodies, drawing with crayon, pencils, markers, correction pens, it does not matter as long as you are challenging yourself within those 10 minutes. Now, we are going to continue to draw the women of X-Men, and today's character is Blink. Now, if you do not know how to draw Blink, that is perfectly fine. You can hit the pause button on this video and go to the internet and grab yourself some reference and your materials. And when you are ready, come on back and then we will get started. All right, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and put 10 minutes on the clock and get started in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so Blink was introduced to the world in Uncanny X-Men 317, I believe, in 1994, if memory will serve me properly. I think it was 1994. It might not be, but I remember seeing Blink in the Age of Apocalypse, and I loved Age of Apocalypse. Like that was just my story. And I don't exactly know like where she went from then. You know, like I think she was in like Generation X, and she was in a couple other things, but primarily I know her from Age of Apocalypse. And in Age of Apocalypse, right, she was like with Sabretooth. And if you don't know the Age of Apocalypse, I highly recommend you watching that for sure. Because it was definitely a lot of fun. I loved it. And the thing is when it came out, and that's when I actually read it, it was way harder to keep up with everything because it spanned over so many books, right? But luckily now you can easily just grab the trades and you'll be fine. But she has the ability of teleportation, and she puts them in her. She's got these little, like, baton. It's not really batons, but you know, these energy spears type deal. And so it's actually pretty cool when you think about it. So you get a little hair here, right, and then oops. It's kind of coming like that. So we gotta. I'm gonna do the Age of Apocalypse hair because might as well, right? And since that's what I knew, might as well draw that. Right. So, bam. And then she had this very, very long hair that came out, but it was always from behind her ear. So I'm just gonna kind of go ahead and do that. Like I said, it was weird because she technically had short hair, right? But then she had this very long, like, tough here. So yeah, that was interesting. But she played a very integral part, right, in the actual story for Age of Apocalypse. Like, she teleported Sabretooth to where he needed to be and stuff like that. She actually continued, right? Like, not everyone actually got to continue with things when it was time to like reboot and see where everyone was going to land after the alternate universe of Age of Apocalypse happened. And so I was very happy to see that she actually made it. Right, so she kept going. So that was really fun in my eyes. So here, but yeah, yeah, not very much. I know that she's had a longer career. Like I think she was in Generation X and some other things, but yeah, that's what I got for you guys. It's not much, but it's what I got. And I always thought she was an elf because, you know, that's what her ears, right? You just kind of assume after a while that's what's happening when they have pointy ears. They're like, oh, you're an elf. Sometimes it's not true, but when it comes to X-Men, right? Anything's really possible. So okay, 4 minutes. We're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad. Okay, nope, like so. And let's see. Like I said, I don't know outside of Age of Apocalypse, and that's the problem. Like I don't know a lot about Blink beyond that. I know that she was in Days of Future Past in the movie. I know that she was also in The Gifted. And so, yeah, like she clearly people like her because she keeps getting parts and stuff and keeps showing up in the cartoons and all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, I don't really think she like ended up in a leadership role or anything like that. So that's outside of these circles, which no, and the face, of course. So let's get there. Oh, the technical stuff, right? When you have to actually break out the templates. Try and tell all my students, like, every one of you should own a template, right? Like, everyone needs to own a template. But some people, they just don't want to do it. I have plenty of circle templates and stuff like that. All right. 2:45. All right. Oh, I didn't even. Okay. Fix that later. Green. Green is. Okay. Green here. Here. So. I guess we'll cover that up. Didn't leave myself enough space for that one. B, okay, green, done. Her skin. We are going to be cutting it close. I think that's that's just my jam. It's just like, let's just cut it close. What do you think? Like, you don't. I mean, that's not true. I did finish a couple, and I was like, oh look, finished like quickly. Those are the creepy ones, I think. Right when it's just like, oh wait, what? Still got 2 minutes. That one. Those are always the weird ones. Like, how? How do we get 2 minutes? That's awesome. Okay, we'll come all the way down to like there. Okay. Last one. We got how many seconds? 30 seconds. Oh! Ha! I was like, look at that. In and done. Yes. I like finishing these. So, well, as always, a little bit of cleanup, and it's always interesting watching the ink kind of dissipate up here, right? But was able to get it done. I hope that you were able to get it done. If you were not, don't even worry about it. You'll be able to crush it on the next one. But no matter what, I would love to see exactly what you're doing and how far along you're coming. So if you wouldn't mind, just go ahead and hop on over to Discord and join my community. And we would love to see what you're doing. The link is in the description, and yeah, we would love to see you there. But if you'd rather stay on YouTube, it's completely understandable. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you get notified every single time that I drop new content. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you at the next episode.